I played a lot of golf in my career, right? I played a lot of bad weather, and most of the time, the thing that really bothers me was the outerwear that got very heavy because of moisture laden. So we decided to come up with this, get involved with the innovation of it, and this one here is 100% waterproof, but it allows you to breathe. So you can go wear it in a warm weather climate, or you can go wear it in a dry weather climate. So it's again is what Greg Norman Collection does very, very well. We try and keep ahead of the curve from a technology standpoint, but at the same time we're producing great performance, and Epic is just that.
It's actually quite interesting because the fabric was intended to be used for hot air balloons. And what happened once they got to higher altitude, the air started to leak out of the balloon. Although it's not good for hot air balloons, it's excellent for apparel because it actually lets air out of the fabric. It protects from the forces of nature, rain and heavy rainstorms, etc. And it doesn't leak any water into the fabric. So it's still breathable, but it also has extreme weather protection abilities. We have even used the technology for something like a chino pant. Like what happens when it rains is that the water stays on the surface and it really doesn't go into the fabric, it really stays here. And you can imagine if it's wet out in the morning and it's raining the night before, you go out and play golf and you hit it into the rough, you need to step out in all this wet grass. A typical chino, you will be wet up to your knee, you know, and it wouldn't dry, you would just have to keep on playing. Here you just shake off the pant, you brush it off a little bit, all the droplets of water just disappear because it never ever goes into the fabric.
When you think back about the history of Greg Norman Collection, the way we started out with play dry, and then everybody tried to catch up to what we had, so we're always trying to be ahead of the curve on it, and we source our materials. So, you know, they can all chase us, but you know, Epic is really ahead of anybody else.
What we can see here is, in this side here, we have a membrane type of fabric, which is a very popular fabric in rainwear. And you can see here, the air comes from underneath here. What happens with this fabric, it just bubbles up. The air does not go through the fabric. It's totally waterproof because you have water all up here. It's totally dry underneath. And this is like most of the products on the market right now. What you have here on this side is Epic. Totally dry underneath, has same ability, and this has now been going for 40 hours almost, okay? And it can be good for another 5 days, it won't leak through. What happens here is the air passes through the fabric very easily. And of course, this is the same to illustrate how actually body perspiration or vapors from the body moves out from the inside of the fabric out to the surface of the fabric where it evaporates and keeps it dry on the inside. So this is just a demonstration of the comfort factor because, as you know, comfort is very, very important. A lot of people do rainproof garments, but what is comfortable and what is not comfortable? Well, Epic is the only fabric, the one and only fabric on the market that breathes like this.
Well, Epic is proprietary to Greg Norman, so that makes it an outstanding difference to any other brand.